What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Nsrla guys here tonight. My name is Hot Side Sanity. We're back racing here with the Truck Series here at Iowa. Action Packs race here tonight. Here we have 150 laps for these gentlemen. These guys are finishing up riding a longboard right here with Daniel Dow and Andrew Nagy. I was just talking with these gentlemen before the race. They said these trucks are very temperamental, very loose, hard to control underneath here. So you just see the little freeness there of Dow there. Should be very interesting here tonight. These gentlemen are in it for a lot of action. As I'm not mistaken here, I believe we got a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe about 14, 15 cars here tonight. Big field for these gentlemen. Right along here a little bit. So I believe that's the end of warm-ups. Yes, y'all, that would be the ending of warm-ups here. These guys are getting ready to grid. As we see the scenic view here is gridding starting to happen. Let's give you a rundown of where everybody's going to start. So, on the pole will be Daniel Dow. As we get up to the front here for these gentlemen, right there. There you go, y'all. Daniel Dow will be on the pole. Blake Wikowski. Blake, I'm already been to Boston. I've seen these gentlemen. Blake Wikowski will be starting second. Brock Whiteman third. Aaron Moore fourth. Ryan Bittler fifth. Trey Deal sixth. KT McChan seventh. Gino Valenti eighth. Andrew Nagy in ninth. Dustin Bloodworth in 10th. Colin Connerman in 11th. Joshua Cox in 12th. '13 will be Jordan Bridges. Sam Bridges will be 14th, and Matthew Montgomery, we believe he's going to be race control here, so he might not be racing. If so, he'd be starting 15th. These gentlemen are going to be having a very long race here tonight. They have 150 laps. I did get some insight for these gentlemen here. I believe 63 to 60 laps is their distance on fuel. So, should be very interesting for these gentlemen here. So we see here, pace car is going to be making that left-handed turn here for these gentlemen here very shortly. Leave these gentlemen trying to get some stuff straightened out here before they take the green. these gentlemen getting themselves ready here. The pace car, they probably added an extra lap here to get some formation figured out here. As we see the pace car make a left-handed turn here. We are taking the green. We are underway. There's a lot of wheel spin here off the start. Here for the Farmers 131 here. Blake Wachowski gets up to an early lead here. We start to reel it in here for these gentlemen. I apologize for the camera angles. The camera angles are not very great here, so I do apologize. As we see Blake take an early lead here. Blake Wachowski slowly stretching out here to the early lead here. But we got Brock Whiteman back here in second. Brock Whiteman starting to reel in the 31 machine here of Blake Wachowski. 4 laps in here. I do apologize for the really bad camera angles here, y'all. This track's very awkward on camera angles, so I do apologize. So we see Blake starting to get closed in here as the top 3 is kind of set their self alone here. Oh, see the save there by Daniel Dow. Got her whipping loose off the corner. Still running third. You got Ryan Bittler back here. Get a little close shot of this gentleman here. Ryan Bittler up here in 4th. Got Aaron Moore back here in 5th. Andrew Nagy back in 6th. Got KT McCann back here in 7th. Colin Connorman in that Costco truck in 8th. Trey Deal in 9th. Getting under pressure here by Gina Valenti. He's on the back bumper of that number 61 truck. He is making some moves right now. Inside, possibly on the 61 machine as he gets him clear. And we got Joshua Cox back here in 11th, and that patriotic colored chrome neon yellow flame, I believe that's a Monster Energy, or no, that's an American flag dripped over the side there. Jordan Bridges is back here in 12th. Sam Bridges in 13th. Dustin Bloodworth back here in 14th. So get back up to the front. Blake is still keeping a majority lead here. Give me a if you guys can give me a minute real quick here, we're going to be trying to fix this camera real quick. I do apologize. There, I believe I fixed it. I apologize. There we go. Get a little bit better camera angle for y'all. I am so sorry. As we fix it here real quick. He's got Daniel Dow looking on the inside of... was looking on the inside of Brock Whiteman there. As we said earlier, this track is very treacherous. On half of this, because it's... these trucks are very sketchy on this racetrack. By the way, I want to give a little shout out. I'm trying to see where it's at here for y'all. These gentlemen did a... I'm trying to figure out where it's at. They did an all-star race. And I was trying to see who won it. I'm trying to remember who actually won that. But as we get laps winding down here, Brock Whiteman is starting to reel in Blake Wachowski here. He's running him down lap after lap. Last time by, he was almost identical to about close to being faster than Blake here. Last time by, Brock was quicker. These guys starting to separate themselves from the pack here. Let's run a little bit through here real quick. Got Daniel Dale again back in. So we've got a battle here, I believe. Side-by-side battle. Colin Connerman inside of KT for 7th. KT holds it firm. It looks like Colin's trying to do an outside line, but we got KT looking under Aaron Moore here. Ryan Bittler up here in 4th, trying to run down Daniel Dow. Well, we got a battle almost for the lead here. Brock Whiteman on the underside of Blake here. Talking about a truck that's not here. He's probably watching there, Mr. Garrett Streets. Where are you at, buddy? As we get to about cruising up here a little bit more here. Brock in the fence, getting everything he can to get around Blake here. Blake looking to the inside, Brock looking to the inside of Blake at the B&B show. Brock to the inside, giving a wheel to wheel here, but Blake's got the momentum on the top side. Little shot to the bumper there, possibly from Brock there, trying to look on the bumper. Alright, we see Blake here. Brock's we see Blake trying to reel him in here, or Brock trying to reel him in a little bit here. Brock's trying to take a peek again on the inside of Blake here. They're side by side going off the corner. Can it stick? Blake gets the upper hand. Brock tries to get the momentum back up here once again. Brock gets a nice run off the corner. Nose to tail they go. I'll give it to Brock here. Brock, to my knowledge, will not move Blake off the line. He will work his way to make him overrun his stuff and get around him. So, oh, a little looseness there from Brock. It looked like he blinked going in the corner too. He tries to get an outside run here, trying to diamond it out to get a run off the top. Tries to run down Blake here. Nose to tail they go. As we see these two battle it out here, as I don't want to get off the action from here because we might have a lead change here soon. Is Brock looking to the inside again on the 31 machine of Blake. All these guys settled up. We're going to go back here a little bit. Got Andrew Nagy up to fourth. He's went around Bittler here. Mr. Nagy is up 5 spots from the beginning of the race. Bittler down here. Colin moving up through the field too here. He's on up 6 spots. So we got a battle here on the lead here right now. Brock went to the outside. About put him in the fence. I think Blake knows he's faster. He's just trying to hold him up. Oh, as he rocked in the wall a little bit. See these gentlemen, see Brock trying to reel him back in, but you look in the back picture here, looking by lap times. Fastest truck right now is between the 4 of Colin Collerman and the 6 truck of Mr. Andrew Nagy. He has got that thing set on dig right now as he's catching up to Daniel Dow here, which is not too far. It's about roughly about 2.5 seconds back from the leaders here. As we see, Nagy has reeled in Daniel Dow. We go back to the front here. We got the BMB show up in the front. Brock has reeled him back in. Thing is he going to learn from his mistakes the last time around? Looks like he got to his fender. Is he going to get it going into one? Brock goes to the bottom. Send it in there. He will be your race leader. But he he gave little room for Brock. Didn't cut his nose, or didn't cut Blake's nose off, but he goes in the corner. Sails it in. New race leader. It's Brock Whiteman. You guys haven't been here around a lot. Brock's come around in the last couple weeks here. Man's found speed in the places he couldn't find. And shows trouble here. As we saw Mr. Andrew Nagy up to third. He has gotten around Daniel Dow, but it was for Brock. Brock has been kind of a thorn in Mr. Blake Wachowski's side here. As Blake's been tearing it up here, but Brock's found some speed here as late in some of these races, and it's put some real competition up here for Blake. As we're looking by lap times here, it looks like actually Blake was holding Brock up. As Brock is starting to really check out here. You see slowly in the picture of Mr. Andrew Nagy up there. Slowly reeling him down. He was the fastest truck last time by. It was good last time again. Mr. Nagy was faster than the two guys in front. Mr. Nagy's got that. Mr. Andrew Nagy and that number 6 truck's got a beast under that hood tonight. He was saying he was having issues with struggling in the handling. Looks like he's figured it out. So we go through the field by leaders run here. Give a little shout out here to Jordan Bridges. He is up 4 spots, looking for 5 here if he gets around Trey Deal here. As he makes quick, easy work with that real quick. Give him up 6 spots. Another person doing a roll right now. This is number 4 truck, Colin Comerman, man. As the laps wind down here on a long run, This four truck's coming alive. He is up 5 spots as well. He's looking at the top 4 right here, looking for a top 5. He's had a couple this year, I believe. As we see right now, Blake is under pressure from the number 6 machine of Andrew Nagy. Nagy looking underneath the 31 machine here. Side by side down the backstretch they go. I believe he just gives it to Nagy there, knowing his tires are wore out. As we see Nagy up 7 spots, up to 2nd. Can he reel down Brock Whiteman? Is he going to have a good pit stop here? So we're getting close to the pit cycles here. We got some people doing pit stops here. Looks like Bloodworth. We got Moore. Dow and McCann, I believe, both went to pit because they are a lap down as well. Okay, we're going by lap times again. Nagy was quicker than last time by again. That 6 machine is on a rail right now. 24.77 last time by. Let's see what he's got here. Coming off the line, Brock ran a 24.92. He ran a 24.78. Consistency from that number 6 machine. Blake back here, just trying to run through the pit cycles. Colin up here, we got, looks like that might be, I think I got some more on fresher tires back here. It is. As we see Brock Whiteman slowly getting under pressure. If you see that 6 is getting bigger and bigger and bigger in his rearview mirror. Y'all can see it by frame right now. Andrew Nagy is on the hunt. Inside looking, Nagy's gaining. Last time by, he was quicker than Brock again. Like Gino Valenti going into the pits here for his pit stop. A little bit of lap traffic coming in here as we see Nagy using every bit of that racetrack, because it was almost identical laps times last time by for Brock and Andrew. We got Bridges in the wall right in front of the leaders. Oh, Bridges in the fence again, right in front of the leaders. Sam Bridges was in the wall right in front of the leaders there. That could have been bad. Oh, as we see Brock, late pit stop there. Give that lead to Andrew Nagy. Blake Wachowski also pitted. The gentleman behind him, closest one back, is Jordan Bridges, as Nagy's going to have some lap cars with fresher tires behind him here. As we see Andrew coming to pits, don't lock her up. Be the worst mistake, coming to pit road and lock your tires up. That gives that lead now to Mr. Joshua Cox if he stays out. Does he stay out for a lap and lead some laps? He does. Joshua Cox will lead his first laps of the race here. Alrighty, so we see him coming to pits. That's going to hand us over to possibly Sam Bridges if he doesn't pit. He has not pitted yet. As he will take her to pits. I believe that's going to land this lead back into... oh, as we Sam Bridges loses it on pit road. Daniel Dow will be back up to the lead here. Daniel did get about a 3-second lead over Brock back here. Then KT had a good pit stop. Blake Rakowski back here in 4th. Nagy in 5th. As you see Mr. Daniel Dow just dirt tracking that thing around here. Oh, smoke down the front stretch. I don't know who that was. I think that might have been Jordan. No. I don't know who that was down the front stretch. Oh, I think that was Trey. He's got some nose damage. Again, going back to talking to Daniel Dow earlier, he said that this track wasn't... It was more like running on eggshells. You got to keep the car underneath you and not lose the nose or the rear end. As he cycled his way back up through the pit stops here and put himself in the front. Got Brock Whiteman chasing him down. You got Nagy passing KT here. These gentlemen are on a roll. Did something happen to KT? KT actually crashed. Hold on, let's go back and see that. There wasn't no caution. Let's see here real quick. I believe he nicked the wall really hard, guys. Let's see here. It came off the corner. Oh, yeah. Oh, little... Actually, that wasn't even that. That was a rub-in. That's a blown motor, and that was Blake Rakowski getting around the 95 machine. So... I just really hate to see that. We see right now another person losing it down the grass. I don't know who that was. That was Bridges, Jordan Bridges. No, that wasn't. That might have been Jordan. He's getting back on track here, but we got a race for the lead right now in front of the lap car in front of the leaders. As we got Brock Whiteman running down on the back bumper, trying to get that wing stop order here from Daniel Dow. He looks to the inside here of Daniel Dow to the lead. Little outside run here by Brock. Trying to look in the out of Daniel here. Side by side they go in the corner. Little almost touch there, but they say he goes around. The lead back here, if I'm not mistaken. We got a nice close battle back here as well. I think, looking back at lap times here, we might have a contender here coming into this race, y'all. Watch out for that 6 truck. He was strong the last time we had that long green flag run. as we're slowly seeing these laps winding down here. We are at halfway. Brock Whiteman is your race leader for about a 2-second lead over. About roughly a 1.5, 2-second lead over the number 02 machine of Daniel Dow. I believe we're going to be probably seeing one more pit stop here. There's laps one down here for these guys. It's probably about a short pit stop here unless we have a caution. Alrighty, y'all. Laps are ticking down here. And biggest mover right now in lap times is the number 6 machine of Nagy. Last time by, he was faster than the leaders back here in 5th. Or 4th, my bad, back in 4th. As we see, Blake has passed around Daniel Dow here for second. See Mr. Nagy there chomping at the bit. He's reeling him in as well. The real question is, leaders are going around lap traffic. When do they pit? Do they short pit to get a little bit more track position here and have enough at the end, or do they wait and pit like everybody else? We got about 40 laps to decide that here, but as Brock is starting to work around some lap traffic, this is going to be putting 8th place a lap down as we speak. That 41 machine is on a roll right now. A little insight. Nagy has passed Daniel Dow for 3rd. That puts Nagy up to P3 right now. Last time by, he was the fastest truck on the racetrack. This long run might come into play for that number 6 machine here. Get a little shout out here right now. We talked about it earlier, but give a shout out to Colin Commerman, man. Running really good here tonight. Nice little scheme of the Costco. So it's really good to see that. So get up to the front here, it looks like. Nagy has reeled in Blake here. Little ride on action right now here. Got an inside look on Blake here. He's at his quarter going into 3. Nice little run by Nagy on the bottom. Might use the lap car to his advantage here. He keeps it low. As we see Blake give up a little bit off exit. Nagy right now has P2, but he's going to have that lap traffic to kind of pin Blake out there. So you see Nagy hit the wall a little bit, but he's up to second. He's going to have Blake back on that door. As Nagy set sails, getting ready to go after Brock here. Seven-eight machine in the wall again there down the front stretch. There ain't much of a distance here between Blake and, Brock and Nagy here, about 4 seconds. Alrighty, y'all saw I'm back. We were doing a little bit of crank it up there for you guys there for a couple of laps there. His laps are starting to wind down here. Nagy is starting to reel in that 41 machine. As we got Brock going around that lap's 7th place here. Oh, lap car gets back around Brock here on the inside. Does not want to go a lap down here. As he's fighting to get back underneath Brock here. Little rub. Oh, contacted the leader with the lap car. So we see Brock White, still your race leader here as we're getting close to about 50 to go here. Again, as we said last time these guys pitted, it was lap 60. So they got about another 30 laps-ish of ballpark, about another 30 laps of fuel. So we see this. Look on the back picture here. Mr. Andrew Nagy is starting to pick it up here. Fast as again last time by with a 24.62 and 24.81 with Brock. Looks like Nagy has found another gear as he's really reeling in the leader here. He's brought him down to about a second and a half. Last time by, ran identical lap time as the last time of a 24.62. As you can see, the rubber's starting to take here as this race is turning into night as well. Track will change here for these guys as it's starting sunset. Lights showing here for you guys are going to be possibly able to see a little bit of a night race here transition for y'all. You see in the picture back there, Nagy is starting to reel him in now. Little by little, Andrew Nagy is chipping away at Brock's lead. Brock Whiteman back here in third. Daniel Dow in fourth. Colin Cameron with a lot of lap cars around these guys. As we see pit stops happening here for Dustin Bloodworth and Aaron Moore and Sam Bridges. They might be trying to do a short pit. As we see that last time by here. You can see him in distance, y'all. You can see him in the distance. Andrew Nagy is coming. He's chopped her down to about a second lead from Brock. Had about a 3.5 to 4 second lead here. Andrew Nagy's chopping down the tree. Little by little, he's coming up too. Coming out the corner, you can see him in the distance there. We're down to about a second. Brock ran a little bit faster that time by with a 24.76. Nagy with a 24.78. See two more people is pitted right now. Colin Commerman and Joshua Cox, 8th and 9th back there, have pitted. So we see Brock ticking away here. This is going to be some crucial laps here soon for these guys. We see Nagy a little bit free off of 4. These pit stops, this money stop. The top 5 are on the lead lap here. These gentlemen are getting close to their pit stops. Give it 40 to go. 40 to go this time by. Aaron Moore's got fresher tires trying to get around the leader here. Daniel Dow to the pits. Daniel Dow to the pits. This will be his final pit stop. The real question is, when do these gentlemen pit? Who makes it out? Who makes it out in a better scenario here? As we watch here, lap traffic is going to be in play effect. The 0-2. Daniel Dow has fresher tires. As Nagy lets the 0-2 by. That puts in perspective of the 0-2 getting his lap back from the 41. Yes, that will put the... By the time around, he's got Blake. Blake coming to pit. Oh, as he misses pits. Oh, that could be costly. That could be costly for Blake there. As Brock and Nagy take pit road here, he gets very close. Try to get a good pit stop here. Blake gets on for the next one here as well. That would be giving the lead probably to Brian Bittler here. And it does. Brian Bittler leading some of the first laps here. As he's taking his car to pits. Looks like Brock got out before Nagy in the pits there. Here comes the stop. Does Nagy have what it takes? He looks like Sam Bridges has taken it off the track. Brian Bittler. Alrighty. Here comes the moment here for Mr. Nagy. Does he got what it takes to run down that 41 machine here? As we got about 30 laps to go here. 33. Chat, what do you think? Do you think he's got enough? Can he do it? Does Whiteman hold off, or does Nagy take advantage? His laps are winding down here. Andrew Nagy trying to reel down the 41 machine. He's at about a five and a half second deficit here, with coming to 30 to go. Alrighty here, as we are slowly reeling laps down here. Again, chat, who are you picking? Are we going to have Brock Whiteman on his streak here? Are we going to have Andrew Nagy reel him in? Nagy is slowly reeling in Brock Whiteman. He is down to 4 seconds behind Brock Whiteman in 5 laps. Lap cars are in play too as well. Because I believe it was, I'm trying to think who's back here. Yeah, you got Gino, you got Colin, you got all these gentlemen here right in front of Nagy, trying to run down that the 41 machine here. Laps are winding down. We're down to 3 seconds, under 3 seconds for Andrew Nagy. Some lap traffic refresher tires are coming through in play as Andrew Nagy coming with 20 to go here, has wrapped it down to a 2.5 second lead here, chopping down that lead on Brock Whiteman. Again, some big movers here too. It's unlapped itself here. Up to 5th is Colin Connerman here. Blake is looking on the inside of Daniel Dow for 3rd. We're going Mr. Nagy is. He's got about a 2 second lead now. His 6 truck is on the move here tonight. One of the shortest stints, y'all, we're going to have here tonight. So come to play, these tires are going to play dividends here. So you can see here, 3 trucks separate the leader from 2nd place. Alright, y'all, his lap traffic is getting a little bit of dicey up here. Nagy has reeled down the race leader here by a significant. He's down to about almost a half a second. This lap traffic is trying to get around Brock here. Has opened the door up here for Nagy here in the closing 20 laps. Alright, my bad. 20 laps coming to 15 to go. Andrew Nagy has reeled in that 41 truck. significantly right now. Lap traffic is not doing dividends here for Brock Whiteman right now. As Andrew Nagy has reeled in Brock Whiteman. Nagy's looking to the inside of Brock Whiteman here. Inside move here for Nagy as Brock tries to pinch him down. Nagy's at the quarter. Nagy's at his quarter. In the corner, a little bit tight moving there. Oh, very tight racing there. Inside there, 3 wide with the lap car on the outside here. Nagy, a little touch on Brock. Gets to the inside, side by side, they're racing. Oh, contact saved it. Nagy gets the lead off of that. Wow, what a move. Door to door, they're racing hard. Nagy gets the lead off of 4, clears him off the corner. Little contact. Coming down to 10 to go here. The gloves are off. Mano a mano here, coming to 10 to go. Nagy on the inside of Brock. They're door to door, coming off the corner. Coming down the corner, Nagy's on the inside again of Brock. Nagy on the bottom, gets the nose in. Gets a run off the corner. Side by side they race. Almost contact again, going in the corner. Hard racing side by side here. Now he goes down to 3 and 4, gets the bottom line here as he's been preferred all race. Inside still there, side by side, him and Brock. Contact touch, save it again. Oh, Nagy wheeling and dealing, call him the wheelman. He saves it again. Got about 7 laps to go here. See if Nagy can get one final push here. He's going to gather it back up here. 5 to go. Brock Whiteman slowly rearing himself back out here, but Nagy's back in that catbird seat here. He's trying to run him down. I tell you right now, I see something different from Nagy's perspective here if he gets back up to him. Coming to 3 to go here. Coming to 2 to go. Hard battle here between the 41 and the 6 here. 1 to go this time by. Oh, he gives him a shot. In the bottom of the corner he goes. New race leader. Off the last lap, a bump and run. Coming off of turn number 4. Checkered flag will wave. Andrew Nagy will win it. Alrighty, y'all. We're gonna take an intermission here and get all the race drivers up here. Give me a little intermission here, real quick. Give me a minute to get everybody. Alrighty, y'all. I guess we're not gonna have Blake up here, so again, congratulations to Blake for top 3 there. So look here. Yep. We're gonna bring. This will be spicy. All right. Alrighty, y'all. We're gonna bring the Wingstop bandit up here, Brock Whiteman. So I don't believe the one's gonna be in there. So alrighty, we'll bring Brock up here. Alright, Mr. Whiteman. I was going to bring Blake up here, but I don't think he's here for interviews. So, we got you coming up here. Alright, sir. I know you got some on your chest here, because I know how that race ended here, but we'll go to that later. Great qualifying run here. The truck looks like it had a lot of speed here tonight. Again, you rocking the Wingstop scheme tonight as well. Always a beautiful truck here when you bring it out here. Again, man, walk us through your race. I know you've been on a hot streak lately with the Truck Series. Between you and Blake, man, you guys throw haymakers every week. So, walk us through your race here tonight.
Yeah, it's just another, I guess, standard week in the office now, considering that we seem to find ourselves always running up at the front, whether it's trucks or Smitty or Cup or even ARCA. I mean, we're always up at the front, and that's the expectation we have now every week. So, but yeah, the qualifying was good. I just don't think, at least in the practice, I wasn't driving it into the corner as hard as I could, and just was kind of worried, with how the car was gonna kind of slide up mid corner exit, especially off of 4, and it was really bad until the sun finally went down and the track cooled off. But yeah, we kind of just tucked in behind Blake for that first until that first pit stop, and we did get past him around lap 43 or 44, something like that, and I felt like I had a better car than him, or a better truck. I felt like I had a better truck than him that whole race. It seemed like if I made a mistake and kind of fell off of him, a tenth or two, I was able to make that back up pretty quick, and it just took a little bit to kind of figure out how to build a run and finally get around him. So yeah, it's always, like you said, it's always fun racing Blake. I think we're the top two guys here in the trucks, and I think it's, if everything works out, at least with my work schedule on Monday nights, I think it's going to be us two fighting for that championship come November. So always fun racing with him, and we, even in that sort of middle part of the race, we didn't kind of come out as close to Daniel Dow, who was kind of that race leader after those pit stops. Because I think he short pitted. I ran the truck empty every single time. Those 2 pit stops, my truck was on empty. So, and it took a little bit to pass him, and I was kind of worried that my ideas of running the truck dry and having the freshest tires at the end wasn't going to work here. And I was talking to Colin about what the strategy could have been, and we were thinking 2, we were thinking 4, and excuse me, I was just thinking about how good the left side tires were. They were at 90% when we came in, and I was like, well, I think 2 tires is probably going to be the call. And I knew that Andy had came in with me, or I knew that Andrew had came in with me to the pits, and at that point I probably should have just kept 4 tires on, because obviously that was the winning strategy, at least pit stop wise and pace on track. That was the winning strategy. It wasn't how he won the race, but it was the winning strategy just in general. So but it was the same thing. I remember I kept saying around Bristol, when I had a couple run-ins in the Cup Series with a certain guy, and I just kept saying to everybody, like, they know that I'm one of the quickest guys out here, and they're going to wreck us to make sure that I don't win. And it's been the case more often. I would probably say 7 or 8 times this season, at least just this whole calendar year in NSRA in general. I've been wrecked out of races because they know I'm quick and they don't want me to win anything. So it's just the resilience of this team to come back. I mean, I scored my 10th win just overall in NSRLA on Thursday in the Nationals at COTA. We're just so damn quick, and for it to not pay off the way it did tonight, it's frustrating. But we got 2 more races here this week that we're going to go out and try and win, and hopefully next week, wherever that may be, we're just going to go out there and we're just going to put on a damn good show, and just keep proving why we are the championship favorites, and we deserve to at least be in contention at the end of this sort of season when we get to Homestead.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. Old phrase to tell you now. Even though I know it's no bias on it. My buddy's the one that won, but there's an old phrase, right? It's coming from dirt track, right? You only have friends if you're not winning. Mm-hmm. That's always a phrase. Like, you could be, when you're running back of the pack, you got all the friends in the world. When you're starting to click off wins, it's where that disappears. I mean, that's always what I've been told for all the years that I've been around racing. So, but again, good finish here, man. I don't know if you heard since the numbers haven't been great, I have been, well, at least I, for right now, have been sidelined for broadcasting for Thursday. So,
Okay.
until numbers improve. Which, no hard feelings. I get Andy's method. I agree with him. It's kind of hard to broadcast a race when you don't have no racers. I understand that. Again, guys, you hear it. Show up. You want to see me broadcast you boys on Thursday. Show up. But, again, strong finish here again tonight, though. Brock, any sponsors got to thank, especially with the beautiful Wingstop car. It sounded like you were eating something before you got an interview. It was probably some like garlic parmesan wings or something like that.
Maybe tomorrow night after work I might pick it up.
Nice.
But yeah, big thanks to Wingstop for being on the car this week. I know the theme this week is sort of like fast food, local stuff. So we ran the Chipotle car back at the Chipotle truck back at Lime Rock where we won. So I had to switch it up a little bit and get the other food guy on there. But yeah, big thanks to Wingstop for being on the car this week. As always, the primary sponsor of the team, Constellation Energy, Costco, Red Bull, SiriusXM, Chipotle. We just recently got Harry's Body Wash on the car as well. So still working on a truck scheme for them, but the other 3 series, those cars have been made. So really looking forward to getting them out on track at some point. Obviously, big thanks to Colin, as always, for his support every week. And we're just trying to keep things calm in the radio chat while we work our way through these races and get everybody back home. Luke, Alex, Drew, Ryan, Tony, Nolan, just everybody that's always super supportive of this team and believes in me every single week. I had a thing going back in the F1 days before I finally won a league race in there. I had in my bio for a while. It was like average pace sim racer because I was just running mid pack, wasn't doing anything good, and now that we got 10 wins as a team and we're starting to click and just be super competitive, I've kind of dropped that. So I just really appreciate everybody's support, and it's not going to be the last time you're going to see this car up at the front. It's going to be up here every single week, and if it's not, it's probably because I didn't even show up because I was working. So, but yeah, and you, Glenn, as well. I appreciate what you've done Mondays and Thursdays, and hopefully we can get back to having our chats on Thursdays. I really love it. So the Xfinity cars are some of the best racing we have here in this league. So if you want to join up on those Thursdays, you can. It's some of the best racing there is. That's the only problem I'm going to do is for Thursdays. Right,
you good?
It's just the best racing.
By the way, you actually had somebody call you out in our chat right now.
Oh, no.
Angel Kipler? Cripple? Said 41, big fan. I don't know who it was. I have no idea who was in the chat there, but you got a fan out there, man.
I appreciate it.
Also, I want to shout out before I bring the other guys up because I know it's kind of a mix-up here. Give you guys up. This is second place. Blake at third didn't make it up till like after I pulled Brock up here, so I'll get Blake next. By the way, I was calling it the BMB show when you guys were up front. By the way, so no shout out because I know he's not up here. I know he didn't get up here at all for it. I was giving him shouts out in the race, but congrats on Colin for a top 5.
I know, that's awesome. He drove his ass off tonight. I was really happy when
came back a couple times being lapped down too and brought it back.
Yeah.
Props. Shout out to Colin.
He was picking off guys. He was like, I'm 6th right now. I'm 5th. I'm 4th. And I'm like, dude, keep it up.
Yeah, he wound up finishing 5th tonight, which again, good solid run. Big names around him too, so good solid run for Colin.
Yeah.
But we'll let you roll out here, man. I know you got to get the car loaded up here, take her back to the shop, get her looked over. We're going to bring Blake up here, and then we'll get the race winner up here. But again, hopefully they can get me back on Thursdays. Again, like you said, best racing on Thursday. Come on. Even guys that registered, beginning of this year, you guys were a lot in here. You guys disappeared. Come on back. So, Again, have a good night, Brock. We'll catch you. Well, I guess we'll catch you if they go back to week thing for Mondays.
Yep. Hopefully I'll see you next week.
All right, man. Catch you later.
Yep.
Alrighty, y'all. That was Brock Whiteman here. We're gonna bring Blake up because I didn't see him here, so we're gonna bring Blake up real quick. Alrighty, Blake. I apologize. I didn't see you up there till I brought Brock up here. My bad.
No, you're good.
All right, man. Again, good qualifying tonight for you. Had good pace majority of the race here. Walk us through your race here tonight, man.
I don't know. I wasn't really expecting to an interview because I was told there was no broadcast. So that's why for a few laps I sat behind Daniel. So, but I was told there was no broadcast. So I passed
Thursday.
It, but here we are.
Thursday nights, no broadcast.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, yeah. I mean, I guess the start of the race was okay. I thought I saved my tires, but I guess not. I kind of sucked. And then I just couldn't regroup because I guess nobody wanted a wreck and there's no cautions. And I kind of just got screwed. And then on my last pit stop, I missed the pits. I didn't brake hard enough, so I had to go around another lap. And I lost a lot of time. And that's really, I mean, nothing happened in the race. I just kind of did 150 laps just riding around.
Well, I did tell Brock though. I told Brock on the way up there before he rolled out. I said when you guys were up front, I was calling it the B&B show because you guys were putting on a show up front. So I was down there.
Yeah, that's usually what it looks like. Majority of the time we're in a race together.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was fun then, but yeah, I mean, once he got around me, I didn't really. Once he started to pressure me a lot more, I kind of just let him die. There was nothing I could do. There's no point in making the matter or having the chance of a wreck to be higher by doing stupid stuff. I was just gonna let him by. I did that for everybody. And the trucks, I don't really care about points. I had a horrible start to the season, 2 back-to-back mid-20 finishes, so I'm really just here to, I guess, race and hope for wins. Other than that, I'm just here. I don't know.
I mean, hey, top three is top three. So I mean, it's points.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
I'm not.
points.
It's not gonna do anything for me, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm out here for wins. Third place isn't good for me. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not what I come out here to do every week.
Yep.
But,
Everybody
I mean,
wants
it's
to
better
win,
than
man.
last.
I know everybody wants to win.
No. Better than last. Better than fourth. So I'll take it.
True. All right, man. Well, anybody like to thank on the truck? Looks like you have a couple sponsors there on the truck before we get you to roll out here.
Yeah, those are kind of just placeholders. I've had those for years and years and years. I'd like to thank who's the race control? Matthew, for being a race control. It's a great job. He didn't really have to do much this race, but he was here for emotional support. Yeah, you for broadcasting. You do a good job.
Appreciate it, man. Hey, I gotta ask because I don't know if it was netcode or not. You and KT off the pit stops about middle of the race. Was that just he came in or what was that? Because it looked like a wheel broke for him and not like you drove into him. It looked like he just because his car went straight right, like his wheel disconnected or something happened.
So he was on older tires. I was on newer tires. In the middle of the corner, I was at his door. I guess now looking at it, he like hit the brakes.
I know, because his car went dead right. So I'm like, oh.
Yeah. So he got loose, but he was also pinching me like crazy. Like if you look at it, right where he starts to get loose, he should be half a lane up, and I should be half a lane up. But he's pinching me so hard that I have nowhere to go. And then he gets loose from being so low on the track that he comes down into me and inevitably ruins his race because he wasn't farther up the track to avoid this whole situation. But it doesn't matter to me. Nothing bad to me happened, even if it did. I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah.
All right, man. All right. I just wanted to ask about that because it was early on there. But all right, man.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, we'll let you go here, man. Get you loaded up, and you guys will be since Thursdays are not broadcasted. What do you guys? I'm trying to think where you guys go Thursday.
Here, I think.
Are there a national series on Thursday?
Yeah. I hope so. I hope it's at night.
Let me see here.
Good better opportunity.
Yes, and it's a food themed night too. Might have to put something on the car there for tonight.
I can't afford that.
Hey, you can afford Dollar Tree chicken nuggets.
I gotta buy the race car and make it fast.
True,
at
true.
the end of the day, don't have money for all of that.
You're a marshmallow. You're a marshmallow. There you go.
Yeah, basically.
There we go.
Yep.
But
It works.
all right, man. We'll let you roll for the night again. Good third place finish here tonight. Hopefully, get these guys back to our weekly schedule, not a one off week, and we'll be able to have you guys consistent here. I think they actually are going back to a consistent schedule next week. This is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're going back to. Yeah. So next week, next Tuesday or next Monday is going to be Richmond. So that ought to be fun. But
yeah, hopefully we have a good group of guys there.
Oh yeah.
Want you to leave.
Oh, most definitely, man. But we'll let you roll out tonight. We'll see you next week at Richmond.
Perfect. Yeah, see you there.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, y'all. That was the third place finisher here, and I know you guys want to hear it. You guys want to see it. That controversy at the end of the race here. We're going to bring them up here. Alrighty. Alrighty. Mr. Andrew Nagy, do you got a copy there, brother?
Loud and clear, sir.
Alrighty, man. Well, walk us through your race here tonight, man. Again, congrats on the win here tonight. Looked like you had some good long run speed. The short speed was kind of it looked like, for your truck. But you really came alive in the last, later stages of the pit cycle, so.
Yeah, the truck is handling really good. This track is more, especially with the newer configuration, you just got to learn to save tire and when to do it, how to do it. And really the turn in and braking point to change, and that's how you really get the center rotation and you can fire off the corner, but you're walking on eggshells all the way off the corner. I love Iowa. It's one of my favorite tracks in any car really, except the next gen cars. I absolutely hate the next gen cars, but it's a great track otherwise. But it's just, I wasn't pushing hard. I didn't want to burn my shit up in the first 20 laps. I knew it was 60 laps of fuel, so I was like, you know what am I going to do in 60 laps? Am I going to go to the front, or am I going to go to the back? And in the long run, I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? If I save my shit and let everybody else race it out, at some point, they're going to start falling back to me, and that's exactly what I did.
Alrighty. We kind of want to, I already told Chad, we're going to kind of address the elephant in the room. I know you were faster than Brock there at the end of the state or end of the race there. I know a little confrontation happened there, and at any other racer I know, the little shot to the rear after the code was pretty much a hey, I didn't appreciate that. That's any kind of racer for it. What is your take on that? Tell everybody out here.
So, in my area, I grew up around short track asphalt racing, half miles or less. And one of the golden rules in racing in this area is a 3-tap rule. 1 tap, I'm here. 2 taps, you're warning, either move or get moved. 3rd tap, you're getting moved. Well, in iRacing, it's the same thing, but it takes a little bit longer because it's still the same distance, but it's not as realistic as actual race cars. So, at the final pit stop, I think we pit lap around 1:15 with about 30-35 to go, and he took 2 tires, I took 4. He pulled out 6.5 seconds ahead of me, according to my spotter, and I was like, alright, well, I got 4. Obviously, he did something different to try and win the race, so screw it. Let me push as hard as I can, and that's what I did. I just went full board all the way to the end. At that point, I didn't care about fuel. I didn't care about how much I cooked my tires. I was in it to win it, and so was he. I mean, it was a great fucking race. Pardon the French, sorry folks. Nerves of winning here. But in the last, I would say 10 to 12 laps, I want to say, it might have been more, it might have been less. I don't remember off the top of my head. Me and him were side by side. We door banged a couple times. Some of it was from me going up the track, some of it was him coming down the track, some of it was we're just racing for the same lane to keep the momentum and get in front of the other one. In my opinion, it was just very hard short track racing. Others might view it differently. But I took the lead from him at a 4, I think with like 10 to go, and I ended up getting loose, saved it, but he hit me in the rear. And that got me up into the outside wall. No damage to the truck, just a light brush, but it was enough to say, okay, whether I was straight or I was loose, you gave me a tap in the rear, now it's my chance to, like, that's my given okay from the other team / driver to retaliate without wrecking. Because he didn't wreck me, he just gave me a bump to say, hey, I'm behind you. So what ended up happening was, going to the final lap, I was like, if I don't make a move, I'm not going to win. And ran him in the same lane. I gave him a shove in the corner. He checked up a little early to make the corner. I checked up a little bit later. Ended up bumping him. He got sideways. Me and him had a few words after the race, thinking that I tried to intentionally wreck him for the win. I don't race like that. I don't try and intentionally wreck anyone. I learned it as a bump and run. And he was on 2 tires. I mean, he was either going to spin or he was going to go way up the track. It was one of the 2. In this case, he started to get really sideways. And I checked up so I wouldn't wreck him all the way. And he caught it, saved it, came back up in front of me, so I gave him another tap, and that kind of pushed him up the track. And at that point, I just got low and took off. And for me, it was a clean, I'm not going to say clean, it wasn't a clean pass, but it was a very good short track pass to be made. No one was wrecked, no one got interfered with in a bad way, no one got, most of everyone didn't get hurt over what happened. But I think it was a clean pass, I think it was short track racing, and I can't believe it actually worked.
Most definitely, man. I'm gonna point something out too, which was freaking insane. Two things actually happened that was actually really cool. So, one, and I'm gonna say pardon my French, how in the hell did you save your truck twice on the bottom when you were dead sideways?
Skill and luck.
I'm about to say, because that thing was broad sideways and it was like Tokyo drifting it around the bottom, and still managed to keep momentum, which was wild.
I can almost guarantee you, I know exactly where it was too. It was coming off turn 4 after the pit stops when the tires were cold. I gunned it up too early, and the tires made me pay for it. Or lost it, but they made me eat my shit. And
No.
after that, I realized I was going a little too fast, and I settled down, and kind of got my roll going again, and then I just started rolling my line again.
It wasn't that. It was when you and him were racing side by side.
He door banged me going into 1, I think it was, with about 7 to go, my crew chief said. Because he went back and was watching some of the final laps to see what I could do different next time to get around him.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I was running the middle lane, and he was running the high lane, kind of above that black car area, that fresh repave area path that they put in.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to get on the fresh repave. That's where the grip is. And I was there, so he just came down and door banged me. And yeah, I lost it, but it wasn't. Unlike having old tires or 2 tires or 4 tires, and they're only 20 lap goal. If you're good at it, you can probably save it without causing a big wreck. So I just got lucky off of that one.
And 2, I just saw in our emails, which I already seen that anyways. We went 150 laps green, no cautions, and set a record with the series for the trucks.
Oh, damn.
Yep, Matt just said 150 laps, 0 cautions might be the new record for those that would speculate into look at that. Make sure to reach out to the appeals. But that's, yeah.
Damn. Feels good to know I had a truck good enough to compete like that, and also be able to be part of that record-setting race if it is a new record. I'll tell you one thing, my crew chief John, up in my eyes and head and all that in my ears, it was okay. Let me try that again. John Freeman, up in the crew chief position / spotter, did an excellent job tonight. I'm very happy to have him in my corner for some of this shit. Truman was watching the race, so shout out to Truman. I don't know if my wife and son were watching. If they were, hello to them, but I don't actually know.
Oh yeah, by the way, I just want to throw it there. Yeah, he's a married man now. So
Yeah, as not this past Saturday, but 2 Saturdays ago. But yeah, no, it was damn good racing, and I can't really complain about anything or anyone. I think it was all fair, love, and war. If people think or see different, they're more than welcome to reach out to me, and I can give them my opinion. But I mean, they can listen to the interview, and that pretty much takes care of my opinion of it.
oh, most definitely, man. But again, shout out, man. So we haven't got the sponsors, and then I'll let you get your truck loaded up and get you ready to go. You come back next week for Richmond?
I like Richmond. I don't know if the funds are going to be there next week. I'm going to certainly try. If anyone wants to sponsor a truck, feel free to reach out. I might be able to throw your name on there. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. But, overall, it was a good race. I enjoyed it. Quick shout outs to, again, my crew chief, John Freeman, Schumann, watching from home, my wife and my son watching from home, you, Glenn, obviously, for the broadcast. Sorry, my emails are blowing up. Yeah, I love when people just, they don't like when they get moved around for the win, and it's just simple as that, but that's me. Anyway, shout out to Highside Sandy TV. Thank you for being on the car this week. Every week, actually. It actually makes the car look good. And massive shout out to Matt for the race control, Andy and Alex for putting on the league racing and everything. It's a fun league. I enjoy it. Shout out to my primary sponsor, Doolin Automotive. They're actually my real life employer, and I enjoy working there. And not many people can say that. But overall, great racing. Had fun. And hopefully I'll be back next week, and who knows, maybe the 41 and the 6 will have a little more door banging action next week. Another fun short track.
Alrighty, man. Alrighty. Well, y'all, we're gonna wrap it up here for the night. Again, thanks to Andy Berry up there. I gotta get my little sponsor shout out there too. Thanks, Andy Berry, for letting me jump in here and do my little thing here. And again, guys, I'm gonna do one more thing to say about it. Guys, show up Thursday. If you want to see it, them boys broadcasted, show up. We want to be there for Andy here to show off the guys' talent in that series too. Can't do it when no guys show up. So, show up, show out, so we can show you guys off. Also, big shout out to, I believe it's Leadfoot TV. Watch them. I believe it's tomorrow night for the Cup Series. Nagy, you running that, don't you?
I'm sorry?
You running the Cup Series, right?
Cup Series
occasionally
for here?
Yeah, occasionally on Tuesdays?
Yeah, here and there. Tomorrow might not be able to, because of sponsorship. I got to talk to my crew chief.
Okay.
I don't fully know.
But, yeah, guys, again, Leadfoot TV, give them guys a look out, too. They do the Cup side for Nsrla here, so thank you all for stopping in tonight. Great racing. Again, big congratulations to Andrew Nagy on the win here tonight. Again, top three of Brock Whiteman in second, and Blake Wachowski in third. Again, if we're not here Thursday night, we will catch you guys next Monday at Richmond with the Truck Series. Also, another plug in before I roll too. Watch us tomorrow. Watch my channel tomorrow night. I will be with Giggity Racing League for their Summer Showdown series with the trucks at Bristol. So start time will be about 9:40. Tune in then. Thank y'all. Catch you guys later. Peace.